Hi guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little intro. So this video is me showing you my before disaster of my cabinets and then the after results. So I'm just reorganizing with some affordable containers from the dollar store and from Walmart so that way my cabinet space can be nice and organized and less clutter and just easier to function with. So if you want to come on the journey with me and see the disaster and then the after, then just keep on watching. So hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. So I want to show you what I meant by I have ample cabinet space. Don't mind the dirty, scuffed cabinets because those are something I eventually want to either repaint or redo. But so we use these three main cabinets above and beside the stove as like our pantry. We don't have a pantry, but we have plenty of cabinet space. So if we look at this, it's not organized. There's no rhyme or reason. Everything's just kind of stuffed in there and a mess, and it's just really frustrating trying to get anything I need because I just have nothing in order. I mean, there's my husband's like protein stuff, and then we have some miscellaneous food items, and then medicine. That makes no sense, right? So I also wanted to show you, this is like our junk cabinet on the very end. I mean, there's all the kids' craftings and art supplies, my cookbooks, some dog food and sunscreen, and like extra like dishes and things like that. I also want to tackle this and get rid of like all the kids' craft stuff and then like extra husband protein stuff and just kind of make this my husband's cabinet for all his like supplements and protein muscle building stuff, and probably just leave like the dishes up there. So I'll also show you this cabinet when it's done. And I have Ella in here playing, so if you hear some little noises, it's little Miss Ella. So I just want to kind of give you guys a before, and then I'll show you an after. As you can see on my stove, I have some organizing stuff ready for me. I also have some big mason jars over here. So we're just going to tackle this mess. Chaos. No rhyme or reason, it's just chaos. Chaos. So let's fix it. Step 1, clear out the cabinet. Step 2, look at all the stuff that was stuffed in that cabinet. Step 3, we're gonna Lysol wipe those cabinets because they're pretty gross looking. Alright, so this cabinet is done. So this cabinet is pretty much like the big bottles that can't fit anywhere else fit in there, and then I have a Lazy Susan to fit so I can fit more stuff in here. And then beside it, because this is the biggest area or biggest shelf we have, I have like things like cereal. And then I also have oatmeal behind there, easily accessible, and then snacks, so like goldfish, almonds, crackers. And I use these bins to organize different parts of our snacks. The only bummer about these bins is they don't fit the way I wanted them to. I wanted them to fit long ways, but it doesn't work. So, but that's okay. So I could turn them horizontal like that, and then I wrote on them with a dry erase marker. So I have a couple bins, peanut butter, honey agave. Above that I have fruit snacks and granola, and up at the top I have things I use less likely, chips and popcorn. I have extra oatmeal. It's a huge box I got from Costco, so that's just gonna hang out there. Below it I have another bin for bread and bagels. What do you think, Ryan? Do you like it? Yeah. So there's our first cabinet done and organized. Alright, next is for this cabinet above my stove. So we're going to pull everything down and start organizing. So it's kind of hard to believe all this stuff was packed up into that little tiny cabinet above the stove. So as you can see, we have a ton of spices, and we probably have duplicates because I could never get to them and see them. They're all just jam-packed in there. Tons of baking stuff, sugar substitutes, just, you know, everything. So much. So let's try and get this organized. So I have some like excess spices or anything that looked old and gross. I'm just gonna toss those. And now this cabinet is pretty much done. I just need to label the bins. Then I have my beautiful new spice rack that you just pull out, and it has all the spices inside, and I'm so excited. This is perfect. I was kind of afraid when I was pulling it out of the box that it wasn't going to fit, but it fit perfectly. So yay, I'm getting there. Alright, so here's the cabinet to the left of the stove. Spice cabinet, snack food cabinet. So this is more of like a Whole Foods kind of cabinet. Like, so I have nuts, I have quinoa and rice, noodles, canned goods, stuff for shakes and things like that. And at the tippy top I have some like flaxseed, some beans way up there at the top, and some applesauce. So kind of just things that you might need. And this looks so bare and so much better, so I'm really happy with the results. And then this cabinet here where I showed you we had all the art supplies, so I moved all my husband's protein stuff and mixes there. On the other side here we have our medicines. I used a Lazy Susan for some of it. I have utilized some old glossy boxes for some other pain medicines, and this is just like a first aid box where it has like thermometer, tweezers, band-aids, cooling stuff, saline, things like that just you might need for the kids. Some extra protein powders, and then at the top I still have all my extra dishes, and I put the little like plastic utensils where I could fit them, and I moved my cookbooks up there. So that's that cabinet. Extra dishes, cookbooks, plasticware, protein powder and husband stuff, medicines, and first aid. So as far as all the containers go, these white bins that I have to pull out snacks and stuff, these are from the dollar store. And these canisters here, the little small canisters, and they have a grip, these are also from the dollar store. These half-gallon mason jars I bought from Walmart. They're about $11 for a 6-pack of them. These I also got from Walmart, and these were a little bit more pricey, but they're really good quality. They're really thick and durable and have like a really good snap closure, so they keep everything really nice and fresh. These were a little bit more expensive. They were about $7, but they're the perfect size to fit in this cabinet for our cereals, so that everything fits in there well, because cereal boxes just don't work. So I figured I'd go ahead and splurge for 2 of those to hold our cereals. And lastly, these bigger containers that are just like the dollar store ones but double the size. I also got these at Walmart, and they're about $2 like and 50 cents a piece. So this little Lazy Susan I got here is from Target, and it was about $5.99. I hope you guys enjoyed organizing with me.